Slow. Oh, we're recording.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to Jrink. Minimum, it's a podcast that makes you sound drunk just by saying the name correctly. This is our True Detective bonus podcast. Eric, let's get into it because we only have a few minutes.
All right. So this episode, loved it. Good.
Pretty good episode. I don't think it was as good as last week's episode, but still a good episode.
What's the guy that plays Steven Dorff?
Steven Dorff.
Killer.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the one that stolen the season so far, putting on such a great performance.
Yeah, he's doing really good.
Love him. So I'll just jump right into the things that I wrote down.
You took notes this week.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
There are some things that questioned me, or that made me question, that I questioned. Jesus
Things you questioned.
Christ.
Go ahead.
Yes. When the interviewer is showing him those pictures.
Yes.
And she said, I can't show you all my cards yet. It's not on you.
Mm-hmm.
Who does she have dirt on? And does she have dirt on somebody? What does she mean it's not on him?
I think it might be either the girl or Dorff.
See, that's what I'm wondering.
Now, the body, she talks about the uncle being found in a quarry.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what he left in the woods.
Yeah, it's quite possible.
I'm thinking they may have taken him out. If you look, hold on, I took screenshots of the episode. I want you to take a look towards the end when he's the old man and he's surrounded by the Viet Cong that he had killed.
Okay, well, that was one of the things I wrote down. I was like, are those people that he's killed?
I want to show you something. All right, there's the uncle, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the uncle, and we're going to go back. The man in the suit.
That's what I was going to ask. See the
does
man
that
in the
look
suit.
like it could be the uncle?
That's quite possible. Yeah.
At first I thought it was one of the other detectives, but I think it might be the uncle. I think they may have caught him in the 90s. He was wearing a suit in the 90s. They took him out.
Yeah. Well, that's something I had written down too. Was the hallucinations were people that Hayes killed.
I believe Hayes is also going to kill the Indian this week.
Why do you think that?
That is the actor.
Uh-huh.
I want to say his name is Michael Grey Eyes.
I don't know.
But that's the actor. He was on Fear the Walking Dead.
Okay.
Anyway, that is the actor right there.
Yeah.
Right? Look at his face.
I see his face.
I'm going to scroll over.
Oh, okay. Not a lot of them Vietnamese.
He's in the background. He's in the background there.
Hair.
Don't you think that's him? It could be him.
Well, I think you might actually be right and onto something.
Bullet
here,
in the head.
Because the way this episode ended was the Claymore just boom.
Mm-hmm.
How about that, though? Good call on the guns, by the way. Good call. You said that.
I said it was going to be weapons.
I also noticed that you were right about something, and I remember saying, damn, Donna's right.
And always a surprised tone in your voice.
No, I can't remember what it was, though. I didn't write it down. But, anyway, do you think it's possible that the interviewer could actually be a detective?
I don't know. I do think that she's having sex with Hayes' son, though. When he walked in, there were 2 wine glasses on the table.
Yeah. And he said, if you see my son.
Yeah, he's like, if you see my son. And, yeah, I think that those two are.
So, another thing I think that we aren't considering here is that there was 2 different crimes at play.
Okay.
I think it's possible that Will was killed and Julie was, I think that was her name.
Yeah.
Running back and ended up getting kidnapped. That's just a theory. It's possible that there's 2 different crimes. It's just, like I said, it's just a theory.
The pedophile ring that I think you had talked about, you'd talked about maybe pedophiles, something like that. I'm really starting to think possibly the Hoyt, the chicken, basically the knockoff Tyson, their children's outreach, whatever it is, foundation, I think that might be grooming kids for a pedophile ring.
Yeah.
And I think that the people that were going out to those woods and meeting the kids were out there grooming them. And I think then the boy accidentally died. They went ahead and took the girl.
That's what it was.
And she was sold off to whoever. And that's why when you see the video of her later on, when she's older, she looks like she's running from somebody.
Yeah.
So I think,
Scared.
yeah.
At the beginning of the episode, Hayes said that he thinks Will's death was accidental.
Yep.
That's when I was like, fuck, Dawn was right.
Yeah. I don't think it was on purpose.
Here's another thing. You remember how the dad said she was fucking him? The boss of the chicken plant.
And she has the soul of a whore.
Here's an idea. The boss of the chicken plant was actually Julie's real dad. After they lost the grandchild, he wanted Julie because he has lost his grandchild, but that's his daughter.
Could be.
And that's why Will
That
might
could be.
have been collateral damage. And she could have been running off. Like the mom could have been in on it and her running off with him. But where does Will play into it? Was he just collateral damage? Was he going with them? Or was he trying to stop it? Or
Don't know. I mean, if it was a pedophile ring and they were out there grooming the kids, then I think they would both be targets. If it was just Julie and he was collateral damage, then I'm not sure she would have gone with them.
do you feel... I've seen a lot of people saying this. Feel like this just feels too close to season 1. Feels too similar to it.
No.
Like it just... Been,
It
like,
feels a lot closer to season 1, but I don't think it feels...
I think it's different.
Well,
but
if you look at season 2, they diverged from season 1 a lot. Season 2, and we all hated it.
Question. How did Hayes' wife die? Was it ever mentioned?
It may have been, but I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Let's just say...
I know Julie's mom died of a drug overdose.
Yeah. So if Hayes' wife and he's hallucinating seeing people he's killed...
Ooh. And he sees her.
But he also saw the 2 kids running.
Yeah.
So-
I don't think he killed her.
Maybe it's just his head fucking with him.
Yeah, of course it's just his head messing with him. What else we got? Well, this week that's where Stephen Dorff's character is going to get the limp, is from that claymore going off in their faces.
Do you think that he set that up on purpose?
That who set what up?
The Indian guy.
Who set what up?
That whole...
The interaction? Yeah, he went home, got the weapons out,
Knew that they would see him.
and all he had to do was run in, and he was just setting up. All he had to do was connect up
The booby traps.
the booby traps. He had the booby traps already set. All he had to do was connect the trip wires.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he did that to set them up.
That was insane. That was a good scene.
That bastard kicked off his boots and took off running, didn't he?
I was watching it with Kendra and I was like, motherfuck, he had a grenade booby trap, a claymore booby trap, and AK-47s. Mm-hmm. Fuck, man, you only need one of them. He had 3 of them bitches.
Yeah, he was ready to fight, and I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think he's ready to give up. I don't think he's going to give up.
Yeah, so I think Hayes shoots him because he has to, not because he wants to.
Yep. Oh, and the other thing, I think they kill the uncle because they think he's guilty. But I think he realizes later on he's not guilty, because when he turned around, he was the only one of all the ghosts he said I'm sorry to. He reached out his hand to the guy in the suit and says, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he mumbles a lot when he's in his little delusions. So I was watching it with the closed caption on, so I didn't miss any of the spoken crap. I was like, I'm not missing none of this shit.
Yeah. I also think it's possible that his wife got really deep into the case, and that's why he is so upset. Like, she got farther than they did.
Yep.
Figured out more than they did, and it bugs him.
Yeah, could be. There was another thing that I wanted to
It's also possible
touch on.
his son knows more.
I had an idea about him getting too close to the district attorney. The district attorney being part of this Hoyt chicken farm, chicken factory place. Him being involved in whatever dirty dealings is going on there. And he was getting close to nailing them. And that's what held him back, not the color of his skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you realize we're halfway through this season? We're halfway through it.
Yeah, we have 4 more weeks.
Yeah. That was the 4th episode. And I was like, wait, there's only 8. Damn, we're halfway through.
Yeah, so we're going to have a month in between that and Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know. And we're going to have to figure out some new formatting for this right here.
I think for that month we could talk about what we expect coming on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you're rewatching it, so you're going to have a little bit more juice on that than I am.
noticed it's like almost better the second time.
I've watched this entire series twice.
And what does it? Not just that second time you picked up on things you didn't the first time.
I've also read the books.
Oh yeah.
So,
see, the second time I'm picking up on things. The Red Wedding. You pick up on the things to where you're like, oh fuck, how did I not see that coming?
yeah.
It was clear as day that was going to happen.
Not well.
I mean, not clear as day, but
once you know it's going to happen, there's things that are dropped in, but you don't notice. You didn't notice them the first time through. Yeah.
But then you notice those things. You're like, well, fuck. Obviously, like.
Well, yeah. After you already know what happens. But hey, we're at
there.
11 minutes. We're going to go ahead and close this one off and start recording our full 3 drink minimum episode with a special guest who's sitting here staring at me like a monkey.
My friend Kane.
And do you want to give a little sign off, tell them where to contact us or something like that?
Twitter at 3 drink minimum, Instagram at 3 drink minimum, email 3drinkminimum@gmail.com, and we will see you in 3 drink minimum.